I have the golf swing here of Paige Spiranac. Now, she's a golf influencer and I'm sure a lot of you have seen her play. Now, there's a few things that I've seen in her golf swing that I know are going to impact you too and make you play better. So here's some feedback. She didn't hit driver for years because she was so scared of where the golf ball was going to go. I'm sure you can relate. Even to the point where she went and hit 3-wood off the tee because she didn't want the ball to go out of play. Now what you're going to see here is very much the wrong release, and that's what we're going to be focusing on here. So if you want more speed but maintain accuracy and your power and get driver in play more often, this video is for you. So let's start with analysing her swing right here. So as you can see from this position right here, we've got a great address position. The back of the armpits hanging down over the toes and the balls of the feet, and the back of the bum just hanging down behind the heels. All we've got to think about, if we've got a bad starting point, then it's going to be very hard to maintain our release at speed. Backswing wise, we take this club away. Now for me, it does get a little bit hands in, club head sort of rolling out like this. So you can see here, hands move away from the body, club head works in. It's not the best takeaway position, but for me, it's not the worst. So we're not going to look at this right here. Let's get to the top of the backswing. Another thing we could say here is a little bit of a disconnection with the arms and the body. So one of the pieces of advice, not something we're going to look at today, would be, can we feel a little bit more sync between the arms and the body? Now, this is the bit I want to really dive into. If we look at this right here, on the downswing, great lower body, turns really hard, maybe turns a little bit backwards and in a little too much, but I really want you to pay attention to the club head right now. Okay, and then the wrists. These are the two areas I want you to really look at. Watch the right hand now. Look how the club really rolls and flips, and this butt end of the club points straight back towards the camera. So for me, this club, if I keep rolling this back and through, look at this right here, there's a lot of toe rotation through the hip. That's not matched to the body, and that's the key bit. When you've got excessive toe rotation, that's not matched to the body. This is where we can really leave ourselves liable to those shots that travel significantly off to the left. Like if I zoom in a little bit here, look at, again, the forearms here. Look at that rolling over. This bit right here is what we're going to try and improve, and the advice that I'm going to say that Paige should have, but also you should have too. So over the last few weeks, I've spent a lot of time on the range with the best tour players in the world. One of those weeks being the Open. So I've heard a lot of great conversations from some very good coaches. Now, what sticks in my mind is the coaches always said to their players, what did you feel here? And that's what I want you to do with this video. So I'm going to give you some cues on what I would say you might feel, but the most important part of this is, what do you feel? So have a look at this, right? I'm going to say this yellow line on this ball right here, we want to keep that more in this space, okay? More in this space. Now it might have a little rotation, but what we really saw in Paige's swing, and if you're someone who's a little erratic with driver, is excessive roll, like this. That's not matched to the body. So what I want you to really do is grab a ball if you can. I mean, it's not essential. You could just do it with an imaginary ball like this, which is completely fine. But I really like working towards, okay, I've got this yellow here, wind it up in the backswing, bring it to point down towards the ball at impact, and position it where it's sort of matching the buttons on your shirt on the way through, and then round. So look how now my release is more arms and body. The words I would use here is that I feel more connected rather than disconnected. So really, just simply, if I sort of turn here, you've got a great perspective here from face on and me towards camera. This is something that I really like, is, okay, really just work 8 to 10 reps, feeling that connection of keeping control of the line. Now I'm still releasing the club, I'm not flipping the club. Look where that yellow's pointing there, as opposed to where we want it to point, boof, boof. Now I really feel like my arms are squeezing on the side of my chest, and I've really got a better control of this through here. That's what I feel. But please, 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 get down below in the comments right now if you have stood up out of your chair and you have completed that little exercise. I want to know what your feelings are, because your feelings could help everybody else here on the channel. So it could be, I feel it through my left arm, I feel it through my right arm, I feel more hip turn. Put it down below in the comments. Let's move on to the next stage. I've just got to interrupt you for 2 seconds right here. Once you've got control of your golf ball left to right, you want the right golf ball that's going to allow you to hit it as long as you possibly can and maintain control. Now, for the entirety of August, Vice have a promotion on. When you spend over $100 on any golf ball, you can add the Vice Crew Blue cap to your basket and it will then be free. You add it to your basket. Once you spend over $100, the cap will become free. Just follow the link down below. You know what? You have the right golf ball, the right swing thoughts, you'll hit it longer, and you've got a nice, beautiful looking cap to match too. Let's get back to the video. Now this really does excite me. I want you to imagine now, the yellow line on the top of our ball is now the top line on your driver. Just this top edge, okay? So you basically got the same thing happening here. Let's just show you the bad version just so you can see it in real life. The bad version looked very much something like this. Look how it really rolled over. And again on the side of the screen here, you can see Paige's downswing working in that space. Whereas what I want you to do is I want you to do this. I want you to hover your golf club above your golf ball. And I'm saying you could go and do this out on the golf course right away because it's a feeling. It's not something like I've got to get this right, that right, this right. It's a feeling. Remember, this is feelings relative to you. We all walk, talk, and speak differently, right? So I want you to hover above the golf ball, make a backswing, okay, and come through to where you feel the top of the head of the driver, a foot after the golf ball, okay, is pointing back at you. It's not all rolled over. I mean, you can quite clearly see the differences there from the down the line view and the face on the split screen. That's what we don't want to see. That's what we do want to see. Now again, I said when I had that ball, I feel that connection through here. I don't have that right hand getting a little bit busy in there, okay? We want that right hand out of the equation. We want it in there, we want a feeling 50-50 between them both, but not overactive. So my point being is, on the golf course, instead of having a practice swing this size, you know, like we all do, then we all stand behind and get ready for the shot, let's leave that. Let's mix it up. You're struggling with driver recently. That's why you're watching this video. So do it this way instead. Hover it above, make a backswing, work it through. That's the feeling. Whatever you got from that feeling, that's me there. Work to that image, just like that. And even look at that from player cam, right? And that's a really great space to have a look at that. Then you work it back, have one look towards target, then you're ready to hit. Oh my, look how straight that's just gone. And even if you've been hooking it, that's a slight fade by maybe a yard. Ridiculously better. Oh, and in the middle too. Thanks so much for watching this swing analysis of Paige Spiranac, but something that I know you can work to start hitting driver longer, but most importantly, straighter.